Hello everyone, my name is Madan and I'm back with another video. This video is in English because some of the people requested it. They cannot understand Nepali and they want alternative language, so I'm making it in English. Okay, so let's talk about what is RC151 form. So when you're an immigrant in Canada, when you're in study permit or work permit or PR, but whenever it's your first year in Canada and you file taxes, the government of Canada doesn't have you enough information to give benefits such as GST and HST payments, Ontario Trillium benefits, and so on. So they require you to fill a form which is called RC151 form. This form takes your information like when you landed in Canada, your marital status, if you're a returning resident of Canada or a newcomer in Canada, and what is your income in the 2 years prior to becoming a resident of Canada. So how to find this form? The first thing you can do is go to google.com and search for RC151 form. So let me search the form, RC151 form. And the first link from canada.ca is the one that you should be clicking on. And you can download and open fillable PDFs or fillable PDF or standard print PDF. If you're filling by hand, you can just download the standard print PDF, fill it by hand, sign it, then take a scan of it and submit it online, or you can send a post. I have made another video about how to submit RC151 form electronically or through your CRA account. I will keep the video link in the description. Please find it in the description. So let's download the fillable PDF and let's fill together with me. Okay, so this is the form that I have downloaded. The first information asks a SIN number. SIN number for temporary residence start with the 9. So for the purpose, I'm just writing random SIN number. And first name, let's say my name Madan, last name Devkuta. For date of birth, you can write down your date of birth, and I'll just write a random date of birth. Let's say I'm just gonna write the date of today, but do write your birthday, and this is the date of today. And language, if you know French, you can just like click on French, but I'm gonna go with English. And ask for the phone number. I'm gonna go with my cell phone number. Again, I'm just giving a fake phone number, so 236-0000. Okay, and the next part is address. So while you fill your address, I think most of you know how to fill your address, but for some who have still who might have some confusion on how to fill the address. So if you're living in a high rise or let's say townhouse, or you have a house number or apartment number, just write down that. Like for example, if I'm living in a 10th floor, my house number might be 105. And then there's the building number. If you're living in a detached home, you don't need to write the apartment number, but let's say like if you're living in an apartment, let's say 5665 Sadis Street. Okay, and this is just a reference, it's a random thing. So if you're apartment, this is how you write, but if you're like living in a detached home, you just write your like home number, then the street thing, like 5685, and let's say Wellington Avenue. Then city, you can write down a city. You can write like Vancouver, Burnaby, Surrey, wherever you live. Let me write down Burnaby. And province or territory, if you are in BC, it's BC. British Columbia, if you're in Ontario, it's Ontario. Wherever you're living, just write down that. And the postal code, again, it's a 6-digit postal code. It starts with a letter, then number. It's one letter, one number is in alternative format. So for example, B5W1K2. This is a random postal code. And have you moved from a different province territory within the last 12 months? If the answer is yes, you can write down yes. If it's no, just write down no. Again, it's for the whole year, right? So if you file the taxes for the 2023, that is the first year, the last 12 months were from January of 2023 to December of 2023, not the 12 months you're just like filling the form. Okay, so I'm just gonna go no. And same as mailing address. Most of you might have the like same home address and mailing address, but if you have a different, you can write down different address as well. And next thing is your marital status. If you're married, write down married. If you're single, you can write down single, whatever your marital state is. If like in the last year, if my marital state had been changed, I have to write the date of the marriage or whatever the status has changed. But if I'm a single, so I'm just gonna leave it blank. And if you were resident in Canada in 2023 or 2022, when you landed in Canada and you change your marital status, like inform when you like change your marital status. For example, if you got married, write down the date of marriage. I'm just gonna leave it blank because I've been single. And again, if you have a spouse or common law partner, don't forget to write down the social insurance number and write down their detailed first name, last name, and date of birth, and your residency status. So this is the most important part. So when you landed in Canada, I landed in 2022 January, but for the sake of like making it clear and make sure everyone understands, I'm just gonna write 2023. Let's say I landed in January 2. Again, it's a fake date, not a true date. And returning resident of Canada, this is for those people who have lived in Canada for some time. They left the country and came back again. If you're a newcomer, you don't need to fill that. And if you have child, just fill the information about the child. If you don't have, you don't need to. And step 6, your income. The year you become a resident of Canada. I have told you like I entered in 2022, but for the sake of this video, I'm just making a random date. Like I landed in 2023 January 2nd. That's just assumption. So I'm just gonna write I landed in 2023, and it asks about the income of the past 1 year. So this is not the income that I earned from Canada. That is already in my T1 form that I submitted to the CRA. So this is asking the amount that I earn outside of the Canada. Maybe I have some source of income at my home, or I don't have. If you have some stocks in back home and you get dividend, you have to declare that. Otherwise, you will be in penalty when CRA finds it out. But I'm just gonna write it down 0 because I don't have any other income outside of Canada. And it's 1 year prior to I become the resident, so it's gonna be 2022. And again, in that year, my worldwide income was 0, so 0. And the step C is not compulsory for all, but it's compulsory for some. So what I mean by that? So if you become a resident of Canada between January 1 and May 31st of the year, in the section A, what is the section A? Here is the section A. You have to write down your income. But for like sake of easiness, you can just write down the year, and you don't have to worry about if you fall in January to May or not. Just write down the year and the income. And next thing is your signature and the date. So the date is gonna be when I fill the form, and signature. So here's the trick. I cannot sign it on my browser like the default PDF reader or the Adobe Acrobat because the permission do not allow them, but I can upload my signature online. So I'm just gonna save it as it is. I'm just gonna do a save as a PDF, save. It's gonna be sample RC. Okay, then I'm gonna go. So now let's talk how to put the signature on the PDF. So there is a website called smallpdf.com, and you just click on sign. You just select file. I'm clicking the sample RC. I'm just opening it, and on the right side you can find your signatures. You can add. I think I might have some signatures, not my signatures, but some of the people's signature in my account. So let's just see. Okay, there I find one signature. I just open the signature, and it's gonna optimize, remove the background, and just gonna take out the signature. Okay, the signature is ready. I'm just gonna create. I'm gonna go towards the last when I need to sign. Okay, here I just drag and that's the signature. I can adjust it and finish and sign. And I'll just download it, and that's gonna be my final PDF. Okay, so some things to remember is, if you're a husband and a wife, only one of you will receive the GST HST credits, not the both of you. Both of your amounts will be credited in only one person's account. And don't forget to sign, and if you have a spouse, don't forget to mention their income as well. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I'll be bringing more informative videos. Thank you so much.